Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Pancha kalpataruscha kripa sindhaveva patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantagodi Vaishnavini ki jai. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Hare Krishna from California. The Sankirtan movement engages all the senses. Those who have the opportunity to distribute books and see to the expansion of book distribution are invited to use all their senses to organize, to expand. Prabhupada wrote the following: my special mission is to complete the Srimad Bhagavatam in 60 volumes. So the most important thing on the part of the international society is to organize the sales propaganda of all the books that you are publishing. If there is less sales propaganda, then the outlet of the books will be bottlenecked and smooth printing work will stop. You have not only to print, but you also have to sell them. I want that each and every one of my centers should be fully stocked with all my books. I want that every respectable person has a full set of Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita in his home. So by organizing, we're performing the high service of making facility for the Srimad Bhagavatam to go out in the world. And who was it who asked first for this to be distributed? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He told his followers, I order every person to go and distribute this. And what's the result of the distribution? Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi 9, text 48. The fruit of love of God is so delicious that wherever a devotee distributes it, those who relish the fruit anywhere in the world immediately become intoxicated. The fruit of love of God had distributed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is such a great intoxicant that anyone who eats it, filling his belly, immediately becomes maddened by it. And automatically he chants, dances, laughs, and enjoys. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the great gardener, sees that people are chanting, dancing, and laughing, and that some of them are rolling on the floor, and some are making loud humming sounds, he smiles with great pleasure. The great gardener, Lord Chaitanya, personally eats this fruit, and as a result, he constantly remains mad, as if helpless and bewildered. We're engaged together, if you look around the room here, with our colleagues in a worldwide effort to fulfill the desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the subsequent acharyas who took up his work. Srila Prabhupada took it up the moment, the very second that he heard about it from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, he took it into his heart. One person can make a huge difference on this planet by connecting to the order of the Guru Parampara. And anyone who does connect to this order to distribute will be fully absorbed in the nectarian service of Sankirtan and will receive the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's high sadhana. So now we're aiming together to reach newer heights. And the next level is that we want 108,000 sets of Srimad Bhagavatams. And we want to see them piled up somewhere. And then we want to distribute every single one of them in 1 year. Please meditate on that. We want that capacity. That is our goal, to get to a baseline where, together as a team, we're distributing at least 108,000 Srimad Bhagavatam sets in 1 year. A few years ago, at our temple, more like 15, we were at our small little temple. It was in a parking lot somewhere. We were all standing outside in a circle, and we had a dream. Seemed like an impossible dream. We said we want to, 1 year, somehow or other, by Lord Chaitanya's mercy, together from our tiny little temple, distribute at least 500 sets of Srimad Bhagavatams in 1 year. And everyone gasped. People giggled, they smiled, as if this was an exhilarating yet seemingly impossible dream. And because the devotees organized a little bit at a time and continued the service, somehow or other, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fulfilled our desire ×7. And so this idea of reaching for ever higher goals for distribution was Prabhupada's method of stimulating us and stimulating our movement. He said it's not for relaxing. We have to take this lifetime seriously for our emancipation from this material world. And we also have to rise to the occasion of spreading Krishna consciousness. Many devotees here from North America today, Prabhupada especially extolled the devotees in North America that what is the use of being in North America if you can't do something wonderful? So please imprint this on your mind or get a tattoo, whatever works best. 108,000 sets of Srimad Bhagavatams capacity in 1 year. From there, we'll begin to climb to newer heights, but that's our next fantastical, seemingly impossible goal. And every person makes a difference. Every new person who decides I'm going to go out and try, I'll commit to one set. Every person who's already engaged but says, let me get a little more organized and do a little bit more by Lord Chaitanya's mercy, will tip the scales. We're all in it together. So thank you very much, dear devotees, for joining today. It's a heartfelt experience. It's a technological wonder that we're able to do this, and we're going to use it to our advantage to turn the tables on Kali Yuga. Are you all ready?
Yes,
You
Vishesh
better give
Prabhu.
me a really
Yes,
strong emoji for that one to say, yes, I'm ready. Okay.
yes.
So today we're going to hear from the devotees who are leading, and we'll start with Nandini Kishori because she goes everywhere. She's like the air. She's all pervasive. She talks to everyone, whatever time of day it is. She'll call them at 2 in the morning to find out if they're on track for their quota. And she's relentless in her own services and practices. And let's hear Nandini Kishori. What are you hearing, seeing out there? How are we doing? What more do we need to reach our goals this year?
Hare Bol. Thank you so much. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhyeva cha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. We see that after last time we had Super Sunday, you have inspired Team Baltimore, Team Dallas, and couple of other teams to join as a group together. We are in Alachua trying to do the same thing next time. Today is our Chandan Yatra being, and then the team. Ebook distribution, everybody is very inspired about. A couple of years ago, you set the set to Antarctica. With ebooks, we can go anywhere in the space, wherever there's ether, we can go. Maybe you can send some sets to space now. And at least 15 to 20 leaders are constantly thinking about getting e-sets and distributing them. And when I tried to say, Malini Mataji, please give your testimonial, how to distribute these books. And she was so smart in talking me into, no, you distribute one and then you get the testimonial. So she turned the tables on me. So I'm working on it. And the third thing is, everybody asked me about two things. One is our BBT is fully stocked with all languages. Don't worry, just keep on getting the orders. And second thing is the prices for the Gram Vidya Dan are same, and there's everything else is inflation affected, but Gram Vidya Dan sets are same, and we are ready to march forward. That's it, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Nandini Kishori. And now we're moving over to Canada, and we have Anutama Prabhu, who's similarly engaged in Canada full time, going from center to center to engage with each one of the communities there to inspire them in book distribution. How's it looking in Canada, Anutama Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhu and all the devotees on the call. My obeisance is all goes to Srila Prabhupada. It's looking really good. We started our Bhadra campaign a bit early, and we have all of our goals set. We have about 19 centers participating this year, which is also a record. It used to be around the 10 mark, so we're getting that up. In terms of the festivals, so a lot of different festivals that are taking place, we're going to them and also displaying the Srimad Bhagavatam, a couple of innovations. So Team Toronto has been using the banners with the QR codes, sharing digital posters where one QR code is for one who wants to purchase a set, another QR code is one who wants to sponsor a set. So in this digital age, anything to make it more convenient, the better it is. And we also have Team Calgary on the call today. It's a little early for them, but they are doing really good in Western Canada. So doing lots of, again, festivals, promotion, also deliveries. That's another, big incentive is we'll come and deliver it to you, do installations. And in a couple of weeks, I'll be going to Halifax, which is on our very east coast, and doing a 3-day sort of workshop seminar with them. They are participating in Bhadra this year, doing as little as one set and hoping to encourage them to do more and more on that part of the country. So that's my update.
Thank you very much, Anutama Prabhu. The best fertilizer is a gardener's shadow. Means if you're in your garden looking around, you're going to find which plants need attention or a movement based on consciousness. Giving personal time, like Nandini Kishore and Anutama do, to devotees, personally contacting them, talking to them, is the surest way to develop strong relationships and to inspire people. Now we're going to hear from Malini, who's the co-leader of ISV's book distribution. Tell us how things are going, Malini, and what kind of innovations you're seeing, what's working well.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances, all Vishnu Prabhupada. We found that one thing that from last time that we spoke was we started the weekly Bhadra Purnima brainstorming meeting at ISV. And we saw like a lot of devotees participating in there and they're giving new ideas. And some of the ideas that came from that is that to revive the calling party and also some devotees who cannot go out on a regular basis, door to door or any spots, they are coming up with ideas on how can I participate from home. They're trying to call some with their friends and all those things. So that was really nice. More importantly, it felt like the community was engaged to increase the participation from the community. Now everybody's at least thinking, how can I help? How can I increase the Bhadra Purnima book distribution? So that was one of the very positive points. I felt that we can continue these on a weekly basis. And also it increases the visibility about the Bhadra Purnima campaign. And we also are doing different stores. We go out book distribution to some stores and we keep going to the same stores. Instead, we want to cover different stores so we can meet new people. And the team is doing really, really good. And the other one was, as Nandini Kishore Mataji was mentioning, previously we used to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam sets, and some of them said, oh, the customers who we used to lose because it's too many books we can do. But all of those people are now taking Srimad Bhagavatam in ebook. So there's no excuse for them to say, I don't have space or anything like that. So they are ending up taking Srimad Bhagavatam in ebooks, and we have seen the increase in the ebook distribution as well. And we are losing very few people who previously there was no option for them. And from a story perspective, I just wanted to share one thing. We were discussing in the morning Bhagavatam class about Vasudeva Katha Prashna, like when you speak or speak Bhagavatam, the person who speaks, the person who is inquiring, and everybody in between gets benefited. We were distributing Bhagavatam set yesterday at a store, and then I was talking to somebody who was interested in hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, and once I was mentioning to that person was listening and finally took Srimad Bhagavatam. But there was another person who was just standing next to that person, just a little far away, with a cart full of all the groceries. And then after that person left, that person came and said, I want the same thing that you gave to that person. So I was just thinking how when Bhagavatam or something is spoken about it, then everybody in between also gets benefited. And it ended up that person was very interested, took the Bhagavatam. So we see so many of these miracles which encourage us to go out every week. And we experience this as the highest kind of service that we can do to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for allowing me to speak. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Malini. Tell a little bit about the ways that devotees are organizing into teams here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley. There's these divisions where people go to specific places to meet specific kinds of people and the inspiration behind each team. Maybe speak to that because it's a helpful principle in community book distribution to put people in appropriate teams.
Yes, Prabhu, that is actually one of the biggest successes for Team ISV is that we have multiple teams. One is our Kid Sankirtan team that goes out every weekend, and all the kids and their parents, they form a team and they have an individual goal which inspires them to go out. We have a team called Western Sankirtan who are focused mainly on reaching out to Westerners and or who are not Easterners, and their focus is exclusively on how to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam to them. And we also have now started the Youth Sankirtan team, which is anybody who is between 0 to 24 can join that team. And they are going out every weekend, and we see great success in them. They are trying to, because it's a team, they're organizing themselves, they're becoming leaders by themselves. So we have that team as well. And we also have a team called Bhagavat Seva, who they conduct classes online and they educate children in different ways. And whatever Lakshmi they collect, they give it back in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam to them. So that is also working really well. And we have Motel Gita team who used to do focus mainly on Bhagavad Gita. Now they're also venturing into how they can distribute Srimad Bhagavatam to all the hotel owners or motel owners who place the Bhagavad Gitas. So every team that we have here, they're thinking on how to increase the distribution of Srimad Bhagavatam. And that's how we see a great success. And we have a biggest team called Corporate Sankirtan who actually this see how they can engage the people in corporates and give them Srimad Bhagavatam, collect donation, help them understand the benefits of Gram Vidyadan, and in that way it helps Prabhu. So these are the different kind of teams that we have here at ISV.
Thank you very much, Malini. And I'd like to recognize that Brahma Muhurta Prabhu, who's the BBT trustee and one of the largest divisions of the world of publishing. He publishes in hundreds of languages simultaneously, connoisseur of literature, and also a stalwart in the BBT, who's I can attest to is well educated on all the aspects of publishing and book distribution for many, many decades. Thank you very much for joining us, Brahmamurta Prabhu. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you
Yeah,
for arranging this. It's wonderful.
we're really touched, actually. Okay, now we're swinging over to London. We have Divyanam Prabhu on the call. Divyanam, are you ready?
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
He's at Rath Yatra.
Hare Krishna. There is Lord Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra chariot right there at the Trafalgar Square. We've got nearly 5,000, probably about 8,000 people here right now. And this is our, we have 3 of such stalls. I'm just going to turn my camera. Hopefully, just give me one moment. So you can see here devotees are presenting Srimad Bhagavatam. That's Viresh Prabhu right here. And this is one side of our stall. So far, I think we've only been here for an hour. We have done about 6 to 7 Bhagavatam sets and hoping to distribute many more today. One of the good things which is working well this year for us is we have a list of organizations which we have proactively called, and I'll show that list is just being presented here. This list I'm just taking. So this is the list of the places we have proactively reached out to the people like across the UK, which are ready to take a set of Bhagavatam, which includes libraries, which includes prisons, care homes, and other places who are eagerly wanting to have a Bhagavatam. So the devotees who already have a Bhagavatam are sponsoring it, so we can place it to these places. And once they sponsor it, we follow up with a personal email to them, letting them know where their Bhagavatam is gone. So they are happy and they can sponsor it again next year. So that was one side of our Rath Yatra here in London. And then we have ISKCON London on the other end, where my hand is, and one more stall, which you can see the title here, As Brilliant as the Sun, and the other one is entitled Secrets of the Universe, where we are, this is the one which it says Secrets of the Universe, where we are distributing sets of Srimad Bhagavatam, and it says Take Krishna Home. So yeah, it's a busy place. Devotees are in ecstasy trying to distribute Srila Prabhupada's books and Srimad Bhagavatam. Soho has done extremely well in UK. They've already distributed 200 sets out of their goal of 300, and they're doing a lot of it on the streets. And Manor is just picking up the momentum, and Wales and the other temples. We came together last week to brainstorm how we can pick up the energy during this next few months. So yeah, we have some really nice plans, Maharaj and devotees, and we seek everybody's blessings so we can carry on distributing these books. London was a very special place. Just this morning, we were hearing Srila Prabhupada's lecture, and we saw the enthusiasm Srila Prabhupada had during the London Rath Yatra. He would stand up on the chariot and he was jumping. His health wasn't even great at the time, and he was showering flowers to the people who were attending Rath Yatra. So that reminded me very much that how much Srila Prabhupada wanted us to share this mood of, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in giving the mercy of Lord Jagannath to others. So we are just trying to do that here. We can just see Keshav Swami Maharaj, he's here. I'm just going to close in. So there we go, Keshav Maharaj is right here. So that's it from London, Maharaj. Sorry, we can't be on the call for longer. We're just going to go back to our services.
Thank you very much, Divyanam Prabhu, and all the devotees in London and all over the UK. Well organized, as you can see, well thought out. They have a moniker like As Brilliant as the Sun, Secrets of the Universe. This is what Prabhupada called the devotee's genius. He told the devotees, our Sankirtan team, 1975 in Vrindavan, that every devotee has his or her own genius. And if you are sincere and just try to distribute these books, Hare Krishna, then Krishna, who's the master within, will empower you. Thank you very much, Divyanam Prabhu. Fantastic. Well done. And now we're going to Mexico. We'd like to hear from Nrsinga Kripa Prabhu, who's ever present there in the Sankirtan arena. Tell us how things are looking down south.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Hare Krishna Vaisheshika Prabhu, Hare Krishna everyone. Thank you so much. Well, we are in a very nice spot right now here in Cueramaro. You may see the temple here. You once came here, Vaisheshika Prabhu, and we were developing, but some material resources and things came, and we have this beautiful temple. So we hope that you could come again. You could come again. And well, about Bhagavatam, we are still working hard and very happily distributing all these sets that we are getting around the different parts and corners in Latin America. First of all, we are searching devotees that are very fit and situable to get and read the Bhagavatam. And one of the things that we are doing is that we are giving Srimad Bhagavatam after a course that we are giving in our social net that is our school. BBT here has a school. And in this school, we give a course on Srimad Bhagavatam, and we give this Bhagavatam set after they take the course. And actually also we are giving in different places like libraries and universities, and finding influential people in the society to get and study Bhagavatam also. And that's our work right now. That's the idea. So again, I want to thank you so much, all the crew from overall Silicon Valley that is always trying to help Latin America. Since Patagonia to Mexico, we are infusing all this energy and all this mercy that you are giving us. And well, we are happy to do that in all places. We have many miracle stories of people receiving Bhagavatams, even impressions, that's the word, yeah. And they have very nice changes by reading Bhagavatam and in many places. So thank you again for that effort that you are giving, and we are also trying to complete the effort that you do by giving us these donations, by distributing them very consciously and very directly. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Nisringakripa Prabhu. It's so good to see you, and what a beautiful temple you've constructed there. I hope to be back there with you soon. I just mentioned, as you told how you're putting in various institutions, including libraries, Brahmananda Prabhu personally told me when I interviewed him for the book I wrote on Sankirtan called Our Family Business, that Prabhupada had sold books in New Delhi, India, to the Library of Congress. And those they were dispatched around the world. And one of those sets went to the New York Public Library. And before Prabhupada arrived in America, his 3-volume first canto was already in the library there. And when Prabhupada went to the New York Public Library and he saw that the books were there, Brahmananda told me that was Prabhupada's entertainment. He used to take the bus up there to check the books to see if anybody was checking them out from the library. Hare Krishna. Okay, now we have a special treat from Baltimore. This is a growing team, and we can see that they're all together. They're very organized, and we're looking forward to hearing how things are going with your team there.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept our humble obeisances. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. And humble obeisances to all the devotees on the call. It's a very, very happy feeling to be here and you get to hear from others. So learning a lot also. So Maharaj and team, what we generally start early. That's so we no tricks up our sleeves. We just start early as we can. As soon as we wrap up the Chaitanya Charitamrita marathon, this select team, we start going out on the streets and just reaching out to people and distributing sets. And at the same time, we also kick off our request for sponsorships to whomever we meet, who already has a set. We request them for sponsorships where we set program Vidyadan, we send to India, especially for the tribal areas. Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj, we get in touch with His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj, and we're able to send some sets to him. And then within US, we send sets to old age homes and hospitals. We reach out to them regularly and we give sets to them. And we are also Rath Yatras. There are a lot of Rath Yatras in this area. Yesterday itself, we were in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and we have our star book distributor here, Sundarachal Prabhu. He did four sets of Bhagavatams just in a couple of hours there. And so we attend a lot of Yatratras, whichever we can reach out to within this area, Washington, D.C., Virginia, Pennsylvania, and these close by within drivable distance. Yes, and I'll request Sundarachal Prabhu to add something here.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna, all assembled devotees. We have been seeing increasing interest in the participation from all the devotees from Baltimore team. Premdam Prabhu has been very instrumental in increasing the interest in the devotees to participate. The best thing that's happening, as Premdam Prabhu was mentioning about, is we're trying to not just give the books, but also we're trying to give them a person Bhagavata association so that they could hear him, they could hear her. So we have specific groups specifically for women and some groups of Bhagavatam readings happening in the early mornings, which has been very consistent. It's going on for years, some of them. And that is actually helping out some of the devotees to stick on to the movement, not just take the books. That's all I have. Thank you.
That's monumental. Thank you very much. That point about how you're organizing groups to hear Srimad Bhagavatam regularly, that's the genesis of all success in the Sankirtan movement. Really well done. Please go ahead, Prem Dam, and congratulations for gathering together and staying as a nucleus for such a group.
No, thank you very much. Thank you for this group, Maharaj. Whenever we have these Sunday calls, it's so important for us to keep our motivation going. And then we go out on the streets and we just meet whomever when we tell them. And this ebook that's come out, we have not yet fully integrated that into our approach. That's something we are going to do. It just clicked to me and to us that this is something we can easily encash upon, as Malini Mataji was saying, that people who don't want the full box, because people generally become concerned, 18 books, I don't have space. So I think ebooks will be a good place to put in there. So thank you for all this inspiration for the team and you, Maharaj. Thank you very much.
It's an important note that one idea that we get from our group calls can drastically increase the production in any one area. That's so it's so important to share. What a great view. We love seeing your whole team there. You're doing wonderfully. Thank you very much for your sincere service. And now we have Ranchor Prabhu, who's going to give a couple of practical announcements about our newest initiative around the world that he conceived of and has organized a team around. Tell us what's happening, Ranchor.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees and Maharaj, to accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Apologies for the background noise. I'm in the airport. Before I talk about the youth book distribution, I'd like to say that Seattle is also advocating for Bhadra Purnima. They have a sign for Bhagavatam right in front of their Prasadam hall. So it's not possible to miss it. They're not able to join because it's too early for them, but I just wanted to mention that as well. So this weekend is the weekend. It's the Global Youth Book Distribution Day. We're giving devotees flexibility July 26th and 27th. I know a lot of temples' monthly Sankirtan festivals coincide with one of those days, so just bring the youth out on monthly Sankirtan festival and just integrate them. Most of us don't bite, so we are very willing to work with all the devotees and very open to services. Just some regional updates. I mentioned this, there's a lot of enthusiasm in Australia. Several congregations have come and asked us for resource and inspiration to participate in Fiji as well. On the other side of the world, I don't know if Africa's here today, but there are currently riots going on in Kenya, but the youth there are still undeterred. I got confirmation that in spite of the riots, they're still going to go out and books. In North America, there is a lot of enthusiasm as well. I just got confirmation from Dr. Ishan from Toronto, who I believe is here today, that he's going to get a group of youth to go out this weekend with the Toronto Monthly Sankirtan Festival. And ISD always has those events. And I'd also like to shout out ISKCON RBC from Kansas City. They were really inspired to get this going. And so we had a quick order this week to organize resources. If there's any devotees that want to reach out and see if need last minute help or help inspire the devotees, you can reach out to our team and we'll be able to have a quick call and answer any questions. We just want to get something out, something on the paper to show that we are doing this and the youth are going to start this. Additionally, I have a second announcement to make with regards to the Regional Sankirtan Conference. So for devotees in North America, this message is put in the NASLC group. But for everyone else, this year, August 22nd to 24th, that's a Friday through Sunday, there is a regional book distribution conference in Toronto. This has kind of been something that our teams have been trying to organize for a few years now, but finally it's materializing. We're really grateful for the Toronto devotees for opening their center and their community. It will be a really fun-filled weekend where you'll be able to learn book distribution and also not just how to distribute books, but how to organize that, where you're allowed to go, where you should be targeting, best practices. And then you'll just get the association of like-minded Sankirtan devotees to inspire you in your own services. And everyone's welcome, even kids, elderly, everyone is welcome. And the best part is the entire conference is free. Accommodations have to be arranged, but other than that, the whole conference is free. There's no required charge for it. And yeah, you can forward any other questions to the org team, Shamini Mataji and the other devotees from Toronto. But we're really excited that this initiative is coming to place so that we can all come together as North American Sankirtan devotees and inspire each other once so that we can really do big things throughout the rest of the year. So both the Youth for Book Distribution Initiative and this initiative you have any questions, you can reach out to Shamuni Mataji or myself. And we really hope we see a big splash this weekend amongst the youth. I did want to share one story that I shared last night with the Australian devotees. So I'm currently at an internship in Nashville, Tennessee, which has devotees, but I've not always had regular distribution. And I posted the flyer for the Global Youth Book Distribution Day, and no one responded to me for a week. But then a week later, somebody came up to me and said, we should do something, but maybe we can extend it to the whole congregation. So we're basically doing like a monthly Sankirtan festival that's bringing the whole community together. And many devotees are going to try and distribute books. I actually have to see, we might have enough for 2 spots, not just 1 spot. So even though it was meant to be a youth initiative, it's helping inspire the whole congregation. And I think most of these campaigns have that capacity to make book distribution mainstream throughout. Last week, we did a practice run, and we collected 4 contacts in a fairly short period of time. And the devotees were super excited because they've never had that happen before. So these initiatives also go to show the power and the benefit of book distribution at local yatras for all different types of services, all different types of preaching. So we're really excited for these initiatives to transform both the population they target and everyone else. So please participate and let me know if you have any questions. Hare Krishna, thank you very much.
Nice work, Rancho. Could you please put up the flyer for a youth for book distribution? Do you have that available?
Yes, give me one second.
We just want to take a look at it. This involves, anyway, you can say who's eligible to join this.
Yeah, so anybody who's a youth, I know that definition is a little flexible across ISKCON, but 16 to 25 is okay. If anyone is a few years younger, it's okay. We're not doing ID checks. A few years older, we're still not doing ID checks. So anyone is and everyone is welcome. And we're just trying to encourage everyone to reach their potential and change the world, show them how book distribution is good for them and good for others, and ultimately pleasing to the Guru Parampara and Shri Radha Krishna. So yeah,
Nice.
everyone is invited.
Nicely done, Rancherji. For all those youth out there listening to this or the recording afterwards, we don't like what's going on in the material. I can't say we, I'm not a youth, but the youth of the world aren't going to take it anymore. They don't like how Maya is taking over everything. And the youth are going to stand up with Rancho and his team and all go out together this coming weekend to do their level best. There's no, you don't have to be heroic. You don't have to make any performance. Just go out and be counted. This is the ultimate act of defiance against the tyranny of this material world. Let's stand up and not take this lion down. Thank you very much, Ranchor. Now we have a short video coming from Mexico to show the results of Bhagavatam placement in a land where people don't have the money to purchase a Bhagavatam set.
Hare Krishna, querido devoto, soy de Bayani de Virasi de Uruguay.
Yo soy Bhadra de Lima.
Y bueno, estamos aquí en nuestra casa, ahora estamos viviendo en España, en Madrid. Y bueno, estamos haciendo este vídeo para transmitir y agradecer a Prema y a Premi.
Y a los devotos de Silicon Valley, liderados por Vaisesika Prabhu, que han hecho posible que este hermoso regalo, que es el Sri Bhagavatam, llegue a nuestro hogar.
Estamos súper contentos, felices y súper emocionados.
Sí, sobre todo porque vamos a poder tener a diario contacto con este hermoso libro y nos va a poder permitir profundizar y desarrollar nuestra relación íntima con Krishna, con Dios, y sobre todo poder tenerlo en el centro de nuestro hogar.
Thank you very much, Krishna Kripa Prabhu. And it's nice to know that the Bhagavatams land somewhere and they change people's lives. Most governments of the world put most of their yearly budget into defense and inventing bombs. They engage the physicists of the world in trying to make better weaponry. We have the best bombs, and Prabhupada gave this analogy that our centers are like military bases where we go out to drop bombs of books into the laps of the conditioned souls, raining from the sky like anything. And these actually have an eternal effect, and they're non-destructive. So let's see. Now we have RVC. It's a brand name known around the world, Rupanuga Vedic College, with stellar leadership and brahmacharis who are now all over America and the world. Please tell us your realizations and how things are going there for you in your Bhadra Purnima. Krishna monks.
One second. Hare Krishna, can you hear?
Yes, very well. Thank you.
So, thank you for this opportunity. I offer my humble obeisances to all the devotees, and thank you very much. So here at RVC, we're trying to get excited about book distribution. It's a perennial activity to be re-enthused in this service, and we're here under the guidance of His Holiness Dhanavir Goswami, and we're looking to reinvest in, reinvest ourselves in the Sankirtan mission day after day. The devotees here are engaging in the regular sadhana, which we know to be the source of all enthusiasm for this great service of book distribution. And I'm very proud of all the devotees for their sincere efforts to get their bhajan on. And as far as our practical organization, we're trying to step that up one day at a time. Our Bhakta Joseph here has been our recent shining star in the service of book distribution. And he's been doing many sets even this season, and getting experience with seasoned book distributors to know the ins and outs of what's working. And the rest of the team, we're trying to just get in the consciousness that if we bring a bag of books wherever we go, and we just pray to Lord Chaitanya that we can be instrumental in his movement, then he will bring favorable souls to our path. And we look for smiles, and we take a deep breath and try to approach them and give them books. So we're doing weekly harinams and doing book distribution there. And we're trying to also get into some storefront opportunities. Dr. Joseph has been researching those with interest. And we also started Vaishnavi Sankirtan, and we have wonderful leadership in that department from Her Grace Sarvamangala Mataji and Radha Stali Mataji. And they had a great success doing kirtan and book distribution at the Indian store. And we're hoping to increase more and more. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Please give our Sahasra Koti Dandavats to His Holiness Dhanavir Goswami Maharaj. And congratulations on your yearly endeavor to distribute books of Srimad Bhagavatam sets. Brahmamurti Prabhu, we're eager to hear a few words from you. If you could take a few minutes just to give some of your insights on the Bhagavatam and the distribution of Bhagavatam. We have a few more people after you, so just take 3-4 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Didn't expect that. I've been wondering for decades. I thought it's getting bad in the material world, more and more wars and discord, and I thought, Krishna, why are you not coming? Why is Krishna not coming? Isn't it time? How bad does it have to get for Krishna to come and clean up? And why does he come? He comes for two purposes, right? He comes to kill the demons and please the devotees. So there's a lot of demons, or at least heavily influenced by demons, and quite a number of real demons in the world. So I've been always wondering, when is Krishna going to come? How bad does it have to get? And then I read in the 10th canto, we are reading every day in the morning, 1 to 2 hours every morning, very carefully. And there Srila Prabhupada says that Krishna is here. And I thought, okay, he is here in the form of the Hare Krishna movement. The movement is Krishna. There's no difference. So I was so happy to hear that. And I thought, okay, now everything makes sense. We are actually in the golden age. Devotees sometimes say, when will the golden age start? We are in the golden age. Why are we in the golden age? Because we can do what we like to do. We like to publish Srila Prabhupada's books, and we like to distribute them. The fact that we can do this, that we can go out in almost anywhere on the planet, do a Harinam, distribute books, go from door to door. Okay, maybe in Russia, door to door is a little tough right now, but devotees distribute books in large quantities. In the Ukraine, bombs are falling. Ukraine is one of the strongest book distribution countries in Europe. That's the golden age. I don't think it's going to get any better than this. I mean, when I see this, this wonderful little live stream from Trafalgar Square, this is just absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely amazing. Or just the Zoom call. We can do what we like to do. We can help Srila Prabhupada spread Krishna consciousness throughout the planet. And that's a definition of the golden age. So that's what I have to say about book distribution. The fact that we can do it, we don't know for how long. I think it will continue. I don't think it will stop. Srila Prabhupada he said, despite war, we will distribute the Srimad Bhagavatam. Despite war, we are printing the Srimad Bhagavatam. I have here on my desk, I have books that have been printed in the Ukraine. Can you imagine? In a total war situation, they are printing the most beautiful books. I just got also from Mongolia, Bhagavad Gitas from Mongolia, beautifully printed in Mongolia. So wherever we want to print, we can print. If we go to a printer today and say, please, here is, I don't know, $10 million, print 10 million Bhagavad Gitas, would the printer say no? No, the printer would say, yeah, it's the best thing that ever happened. Every printer that I know. I mean, we are printing now most of our books no longer in Germany because some people decided to cut Germany off from the cheap energy, from the Russian energy. So it became very expensive to print in Germany. So now we are printing in Muslimic countries. Muslims are printing the books for the North European BBT, and very nicely. They do it with so much love and care. So we're printing the Srimad Bhagavatam in the Middle East. Total bliss. I would have never expected this. I thought we have to stay at least in somewhat Christian or India. In India, we cannot print right now. You know why? because of the Houthis. You know the Houthis? Everyone knows the Houthis? The
Yes.
Houthis are in Yemen. They are a fierce tribe that has taken over Yemen, and they say we will shoot at every ship that enters the Suez Canal, that goes into the Red Sea towards the Suez Canal. So yes, the rebels in Yemen, the Houthis. So because of the Houthis, we cannot really print in India anymore because the books have to go around Africa, and there's so much, the weather is so bad that water goes into the containers and the books are not really dry when they arrive anywhere in the world, which is not very good. So we are now printing in the Middle East, and we are in bliss. Everybody's in bliss with the books coming from the Middle East. Last year we printed, I don't know, something like 60, 70 titles, many of them for the UK, in the Middle East, in a Muslimic country, and the books are fantastic. So this is the golden age. And what the last thing I would like to say is, please read the books. I mean, it's a wonderful what you're all doing. You're distributing them, and it's so wonderful to see you and see the endeavors. ISKCON Baltimore, the whole on my screen here, I see ISKCON Baltimore. The whole group is there. Mukkaravinda, I don't know where you are. Krishna monks, Patita Pavana. I saw Lakshman from Swedish Lakshman. He is also on the call here. Wonderful. They just got a bus, not a bus, a what do you call it? Yeah, kind of a mini bus, so that they can go up and down Sweden. In Sweden, book distribution was huge, but up to the Arctic, what's it called? The Arctic Circle, right? Where it's, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but there's a big sign next to the road. This is now the Arctic. The devotees are going up all the way to the Arctic Circle where the Eskimos are, or almost Eskimos. Samis, they called Samis. They're more or less North American Indians. There was one group before. So devotees are distributing from up there down to Denmark, throughout Sweden. They're driving around. It's wonderful, and it's wonderful to see you. And please read at least 1-2 hours every day, because the taste for Krishna consciousness and for book distribution and for book production is increasing just by studying Srila Prabhupada's wonderful translations, and especially his purports. So thanks to Srila Prabhupada, and thanks to all of you, and thanks to Vaisheshika Prabhu, who keeps pushing forward so wonderfully. So I'm in ecstasy. I have goosebumps when I just think about the wonderful endeavors from the devotees in so many countries to distribute Srila Prabhupada. He must be so very, very pleased with all of you, and so happy. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I'm glad everyone got a chance to take a look at Brahma Muhurta Prabhu. He's in his office. They're in Sweden. He has a team there that works around the clock, 24 hours a day, fully attentive to making sure the highest quality books are printed in many, many languages. And there's divisions like this all around the world. The trustees and directors of the BBT meet every other week on Zoom, and then there's a annual general meeting where they all come together personally, and it's a 24/7 endeavor to keep the books in print. So we have a great debt of gratitude to Brahma Muhurta Prabhu and all the trustees and directors.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Brahma Prabhu, for checking in.
Hare Krishna.
We are coming into the final stretch for the Bhadra Purnima. And as a reminder, the first 2 years of Bhadra Purnima were moderate. The results were moderate. And then came the pandemic, when we had one of the biggest spikes, percentage-wise, in book distribution that we've ever seen in history. And that was a time when we felt ill at ease because of the apparent peril in the world. And devotees rose to the occasion. So rising to the occasion again and again, and having a reason to rise to the occasion, is a way to get through one lifetime fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness. This is a blessed service that's been bequeathed to us from Srila Prabhupada through the Sri Guru Parampara. If you take a look around at this room, notice the names. Those of you who have your cameras on or your pictures up there, each one of the devotees who's joined here today is an empowered soul. And together, as a global team, we've been given the mandate to cover the earth with the Srimad Bhagavatam. Because the mandate's there, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of who gets the credit. Just like Arjuna on the battlefield, Kurukshetra, Krishna said, it's already done. You can take the credit or not if you want to act according to my order. Don't worry about performance. Leave behind any sense of ego. Just be a selfless servant and do your level best. Krishna will bless you. Prabhupada always emphasized that if you just try sincerely, then Lord Chaitanya will empower you. Keep the teamwork going, and you can take it for granted that if you're getting ideas about how to expand the distribution of Srila Prabhupada's books, it's coming from a divine source, because it's a divine topic and it's a divine service. Remember also that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Panchatattva are described in the Chaitanya Charitamrita as practically being indiscriminate. They, as Kaviraj Goswami says, smashed open the storehouse of love of Godhead. A wonderful metaphor. They were so eager to taste and distribute its contents that they broke the lock and they made it available to everybody. So feel free to take the same mood. Become slightly mad for your endeavor to read, imbibe the message of Bhagavatam, and then to give it as many people as possible. You don't know until you ask people. You don't know until you take a Bhagavatam set out. You don't know until you put it up on your social media or ask somebody. That's the point at which something happens that is life-changing for people, and it changes the course of destiny in the universe. And that's what we're meant to do. Thank you very much, Shamahini, for keeping us all on track. Thank you to the exalted Sankirtan leaders from all of the world who's joined here. Remember that everything happens from sound vibration, and all of you as leaders can simply advocate, which means just tell whomever you meet in the devotional community that book distribution is a good idea. And just from talking about it and encouraging other people, others will want to join in and not miss out on the ecstasy of being part of this expansive distribution of Srila Prabhupada's books, especially Srimad Bhagavatam. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Shri Panchatattva, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Shri Shri Radha Govinda, Shri Shri Radha Gopinath. If you so desire, please bless everyone who joined the call today, others who thought about joining, others who actually accidentally slept through it, that please empower us to distribute ever-increasing numbers of Srimad Bhagavatams and to form groups in which we can hear the Srimad Bhagavatam together and imbibe the teachings passed down to us directly from the spiritual world. Thank you for considering our request, and please help us to smash our goals. Everyone agrees with this prayer in whole or in part. Please unmute and say Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Krishna, Kripa Sindhu Vijapati
Krishna.
Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namo. Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda Ki Jai, Gauri Madande, Haribo.
Hari Bol.
Woo, huge, everybody.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Gaur Premanande.